Hi guys, good afternoon. So by the way, this is just a part 2 nung ginawa nating video nung nakaraan. So yung video natin nung nakaraan is introduction of conic sections and then the circles. Now naman is magfo-focus tayo sa circles. So let's try to define what is a circle. So a circle dito, by definition in the book, so nag-let tayo ng C be a given point. Kapihon ko lang ha. So the set of all points P having the same distance from C is called a circle. Now, the point C is called, the point C is the center and the common distance naman is called the radius. Sisahin natin. So by definition daw, let C be a given point. So, let's say for example, meron ako ditong given point, which is that point, denote that one by C. The set of all points P daw having the same distance from C is called a center. Let's say for example, we have another point here, P. Set of all points having same distance from C. So dapat meron tayong maraming points na magkakapareho yung distance natin from this point C. Yun daw yung tinatawag nating circle. So let's denote na yung mga points natin dito na same yung distance from a specific point which is C. So, magiging circle siya if i-connect natin siya lahat. Pasensya na sa illustration ko. So, isipin nyo lang, ganun siya. So, magiging circle siya. So, the point C daw dito is the center. And then, yung common distance natin dito from C to P, that is what we call the radius. So, nakuha. So, let's say for example, let's plot that one on a Cartesian coordinate plane. So, meron tayo dito, Cartesian coordinate plane. Tapos, we have here, point C. Any point on your Cartesian coordinate plane. So, let's try to denote the ordered pairs as H, tapos K. Tapos, another point here, which is point P. So we have coordinates X and Y. Then yung mga points na same distance sa kanya is ito. So yung connect natin siya, magiging circle siya. Now, from C to P, that is what we call the radius. Nakuha. The term radius is both used to refer a segment from the center C to a point P on the circle. So let's say for example, another point here. So let's try to denote this one as A. From C to A, tawag natin dito radius pa din. So ganun yung ibig sabihin niya. And the length of these segments. So, kung makikita natin dito sa illustration natin, so yung center natin dito, center ng circle, which is, may coordinate tayo na H tapos K. Tapos, yung radius naman natin dito, must be always greater than kay 0. Bakit kailangan yung radius natin always greater than kay 0? Kasi nga, kung maiisip natin, if yung radius natin maging 0 siya totally, what would happen to that one? Hindi na siya magiging circle. Magiging point na lang siya. Kasi 0 yung radius natin. Wala tayong radius. So nakuha. So para siya matawag na circle, dapat at least yung radius natin greater than kay 0. So a point P with ordered pair xy is on the circle if and only if PC, yung distance ng P to C is equals to R or radius. Okay. So intindihin natin isa-isa. Sabi dito, yung point down na to, P with coordinates na xy, nasa circle daw siya if and only if yung distance ni PC is equal siya kay R. Kasi sabi natin, dapat this one must be your radius. So for such any point, then its coordinates should satisfy the following. So we have PC is equals to R. Now, what is the formula for distance or the distance formula? Kasi if you would like to solve for the distance of C and P, gagamit tayo ng formula for distance or the distance formula. Anong ulit yung formula sa distance? So we have actually x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So ganun siya, yung distance formula. So for this case, using these coordinates, hanapin natin yung distance ni C to P. Now what is x sub 2? X sub 2 natin dito is x. X sub 1 natin dito must be h. So x minus h squared plus, ano yung y sub 2 natin dito? That is y minus y sub 1 natin, that is k squared is equals to, dapat equals to radius siya. So by squaring that one, para ma-eliminate yung radicals na yan, square root sign, so we have now x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. So ito na ngayon yung tatawagin nating standard equation. Standard equation natin sa circle. So again, yung standard equation natin sa circle, we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. Wherein, yung center natin dito dapat, may coordinate siya na h tapos k. Nakuha. Tapos yung radius naman natin, it should be always greater than kay 0. Now, if the center is on the origin, kung yung center daw natin is nasa origin, then therefore, yung value ng h natin must be 0, yung value ng k natin must be 0. Kasi nga, yung center natin nasa origin siya. So the standard equation then is magiging x squared na lang siya plus y squared na lang siya is equals to r squared. Again, ulitin ko, ito yung standard equation ng circle natin. Pero, if yung center natin is nasa origin, which is h is 0, k is 0, so therefore, yung magiging standard equation natin is hindi na ito. In fact, magiging ito na lang. X squared plus y squared is equals to r squared. So, ganun siya. So now, let's try to answer an example para mas maintindihan natin. So, let's erase this one. Let's have an example. Meron tayo ditong equation. Sige, meron tayo ditong equation. Yung gagawin natin is, kailangan natin i-graph yung equation na to. So, instruction, graph the circle. Equation natin is x squared plus y squared is equals to 9. So we have an equation x squared plus y squared equals to 9. Kailangan natin i-graph. Paano siya i-graph? Now take note, again ulitin ko kanina, if yung forma ng equation natin is x squared plus y squared agad, so basically yung center natin dito must be at the origin. So h natin dito, by just simply looking at the equation, must be 0, k natin 0. So center natin nasa origin, 0, 0. However naman, yung radius naman natin dito must be yung radius natin dito is equals to 3. Bakit ko nasabing 3 yung radius natin? Kasi yung standard equation natin is in this form. X squared plus y squared is equals to r squared. If yung center is on the origin, ha? Ito yung standard equation if the center is on the origin. X squared plus y squared equals to r squared. So obviously na siya, yung center 0, 0. Tapos yung r natin dito, bakit siya naging 3? Kasi nga, yung 9 na to, r squared siya. Take note, yung hinahanap natin is r lamang or yung radius. Now, by extracting square root both side, so this one must be positive negative 3. That's the value of your r. Since yung r natin must be greater than kay 0 as always, so I cannot take r equals to negative 3. So hindi ko siya pwedeng kunin. In fact, dapat yung r ko must be equal to 3. So dapat yung radius ko equals to 3. So ganun yung nangyari natin dito. Nakuha. Again, yung center natin dito is 0, 0, which is dapat nasa origin siya. Tapos yung radius natin is 3 kasi square root of 9 siya. Now, yung task natin dito is to graph. Paano natin siya i-graph? Mag-graph na natin siya kasi meron tayong center, the same time meron din tayong radius. So, plot natin siya sa coordinate system. So, center 1, 2, 3, tapos 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. The center 0, 0. That is the center 0, 0. Tapos yung radius natin is 3. So from that point to that point. From that point to this point. From that point to this point. This point to this point. Connect natin siya. Magiging ganun siya. So that is the graph of that equation. So nakuha. So ganun lang siya actually ka dali. Now, let's have another example. Given an equation, paano natin siya i-graph? Ay, for this case nga pala, wala na tayong equation. So proceed tayo sa another example. Meron tayong center tapos tangent siya sa y-axis. Ano yung gagawin natin dito? Example number 2. Example number 2 daw, same pa rin, i-graph natin. Meron tayong center which is at 5, negative 6. Tapos, another condition is tangent daw siya to y-axis. Okay. So, madali lang. So, plot tayo dito sa Cartesian natin. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Center natin is 5, negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapos negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ito. So that point is center natin. Nakuha. Tapos, tangent siya sa y-axis. So ito yung x-axis natin. Ito naman yung y-axis. Yan. So tangent siya, meaning yung distance niya from this point to this point must be, radius natin dito must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Must be 5 kasi tangent siya dyan. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, dito siya. Another 5 dito, another 5 dito. Create natin siya, magiging ganun siya. So, nakuha. Tangent siya sa y-axis. So, ganyan yung graph ng pinapagawa sa atin dito. Now, question. Paano ko makukuha yung standard equation ng circle using these conditions? Ano yung gagawin natin? So again, the center is 5 units away from y-axis. So ito yung center natin which is 5, negative 6. That is 5 units away. Radius natin is 5. So the radius is 5. So you can make a sketch to see. So ito yung sketch natin. So the equation now is magiging x minus 5 squared plus y plus 6 squared is equals to 5 squared. So yung center natin, h is equals to 5. Yung k natin dito is negative 6. Substituting sa standard form natin, which is ganito, x minus h, again, baka nakalimutan nyo na, y minus k, so r squared. Sinubstitute ko lang ha, yung h natin is 5, ayan. Yung k naman natin is negative 6, so negative would be positive, kaya naging y plus 6 siya dyan. Tapos yung r natin is 5, ganyan. So that's why, if you're asked kung ano yung standard equation na makikreate natin na magsasatisfy sa mga conditions na to, so ito siya. X minus 5 squared plus y plus 6 squared is equals to 5 squared. Or, simplify 5 squared, that is 25. So, ganun lamang siya kadali. Kuha, alam nyo na pa paano mag-graph. Alam nyo na pa paano kunin yung standard equation. So, madali na lang yun. Now, let's have another example. Number 3. So, number 3 natin dito is, meron tayong, so 3, it has a diameter with endpoints A, ordered pair negative 1, 4, and B, ordered pair natin is 4, 2. So, gawa tayo ng graph, tapos hanapin natin yung standard equation natin dito. Given ito yung condition natin. Meron tayong diameter daw na may endpoints na A tapos B. Yung coordinates ng A is negative 1 tapos 4, tapos si B naman 4 and 2. Sige, gawa tayo ng Cartesian plane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, negative 1, 4. So, negative 1, ito tapos 4. So, that 1. Negative 1 tapos 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is point A. Negative 1, 4. Tapos, yung B naman natin, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos 2. 1, 2. Ito. So, that is B, 4, 2. So, meron na tayong diameter which is ito. Si point A daw, tapos si point B, nasa circle siya. Tapos yung diameter niya is ito. So, meaning, makakreate tayo ng circle. Ganyan. Imagine nyo lang ang circle yung nabuo ko. So, ganun. The problem is, paano natin makukuha yung standard equation kung ito lang dalawa yung given natin? Unang-una, makukuha natin yung standard deviation if meron tayong center. Alam ba natin kung ano yung center? Pangalawa, dapat meron tayong radius. Alam ba natin kung radius niya? So basically, hindi natin alam yung dalawang yan. So ano yung gagawin natin? Hanapin natin yung radius tapos yung center para makuha yung standard equation. Now, ano sa tingin niyo yung unang gagawin natin? So, para makuha yung center ko dito, So we all know na yung distance ko, let's say for example, denote natin to as C para center. Distance ko from point C to B is the same as point C to A. So actually, kung diameter to, di-divide ko lang by 2 yung distance nila. Actually, meron tayong formula para makuha yung midpoint. I don't know if naaalala nyo pa, pero meron tayong formula for midpoint. So, sulat ko dito. Ano yung formula for midpoint? Midpoint formula. So, M is equals to, so meron tayo dito, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2. For y naman, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. Sige, substitute. Ano yung x sub 1 natin dito? So, we have negative 1 plus x sub 2 to 4 over 2. Tapos yung y naman natin, meron tayong y sub 1, 4 plus y sub 2, 2 over 2. Solve. Negative 4 and 1, ay negative 1 and 4, that is 3 over 2. Tapos 4 plus 2, that is 6 divide 2, we have 3. So yung midpoint natin dito must be itong point na to. 3 over 2 and then 3. So since ito yung midpoint nila, meaning to say, ito yung magiging center ng circle natin. So for center, meron tayong 3 halves, tapos 3. So 3 halves and 3. O, ganon siya. Tapos yung h natin dito, 3 halves. Yung k natin dito is 3. So, ganun lamang siya kadali. Now, papaano ko naman kukunin yung radius natin dito? Again, yung radius natin dito is from this point C to point B. That is radius. Or, pwede din yung radius natin dito is from point C to point A. Hanapin ko yung distance. Oh, ganun lang pala. So, let's try to find the distance from A to C para makuha ko yung radius niya. Nakuha. Ganun. So, A to C, the same as radius niya. Ano nga ulit yung formula for radius? Ano yung formula for radius? Hindi pala formula for radius. Formula for distance. So, we have square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So, substituting, so x sub 2. Ano yung x sub 2 natin? 3 halves minus x sub 1, negative 1. Nakuha. X sub 1 natin is ito, negative 1. So, x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So, negative 1. Tapos lagyan natin ng squared. Plus, yung y sub 2 natin dito is ito, 3. Minus y sub 1 natin dito is 4. Tapos kunin nyo yung square niya. Okay. Negative times negative is positive. 1. So 3 over 2 plus 1, that is 5 halves. Tama-tama. Squared. Plus 3 minus 4, that is negative 1. Negative 1 squared, that is 1. Tama-tama. Is equals to, so what is 5 squared? So 25 over, what is 2 squared? 4 plus 1. So what is 25 over 4 plus 1? O, paano to? 25 over 4 plus 1. Anong ginagawa? Yung ginagawa ko dyan, simple lang. Cross multiply, tapos multiply denominator. 25 times 1, 25. Plus 4 times 1, 4. Denominator, 4 times 1, 4. So add. 25 plus 4, 29 over copy 4. So therefore, 25 over 4 plus 1 is 29 over 4. So yung distance natin must be equal to square root of 29 over 4. That is now the radius. AC or the radius. Nakuha. Intindihan. Again, hindi pa yan yung answer natin. Kasi yung sagot dapat natin dito is hanapin yung standard equation. Nakuha. So, meron tayong center which is 3 halves and 3. Tapos, yung radius naman natin dito square root of 29 over 4. Now, isulat na natin yung standard equation natin. Standard equation natin, meron tayong x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. Substituting. So, x minus yung h natin, ayan, 3 halves. 3 halves squared plus yung y natin copy minus yung k natin, ito 3 squared is equals to yung r natin, ito, square root of 29 over 4. Tapos, take note, may squared pa yan dapat. Oh, this one would be eliminated. Yung final answer natin dito is x minus 3 halves squared plus y minus 3 squared is equals to 29 over 4. So, ito na ngayon yung equation ng circle natin. So, that is the standard form. Standard form siya ng equation ng center natin. Pero baka magtaka kayo, may magtanong sa inyo, paano ko naman kukunin yung general form? Kasi baka may magtanong, paano kunin yung general form na equation ng center natin, ng circle? So, madali lang din. Pakita ko sa inyo kung paano kunin yung general form. Sige. So, we have ito. Standard to ha. X minus 3 halves squared plus y minus 3 squared is equals to 29 over 4. Standard form. So, gusto natin kunin yung general form. Paano kukunin yung general form niya? Yung general form niya kasi dapat nasa form siya ng ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equals to 0. Tapos, dapat yung a must not be equal to 0. Yan yung tinatawag na general form. So, paano ko yan i-rewrite into this one? Ano yung gagawin natin? Actually, madali lang. Simplify lang natin tong standard na to para makuha natin yung general form niya. Okay, paano natin to simplify? Dali lang. X minus 3 halves squared. Anong ginagawa natin dito? Expand. Ano yung technique natin? May technique tayo dito. First, square the first term. X squared. Very good. The middle term naman, i-multiply natin tong x, yung negative 3 halves, tapos yung exponent na to. Ganun yung technique niya. So, minus, multiply. What is 2 times negative 3 halves? That is 3, kasi may eliminate yung 2. Times x, that is 3x. Tapos, square ko naman yung negative 3 halves. So, negative 3 halves squared. So, negative is positive. 3 times 3, that is 9. 2 times 2, that is 4. So, this one would be equal to that one. Plus, first term, again, expand. So, y squared. Multiply this 3. What is 2 times 3? So, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 times y, negative 6y. Tapos, square the negative 3. So, that is positive 9. So, ganun lang. So, napakadali. Is equals to 29 over 4. So, take note, yung goal natin dito is maging ganito. So, ano dapat yung una? X squared. Arrange lang. X squared. Very good. Tapos, dapat yung y squared plus y squared. Very good. Tapos, yung may x. Ito, negative 3x. Very good. Tapos, yung may y, negative 6y. Very good. Plus, yung e natin dito must be a constant. Yung constant natin dito na natitira is 9 over 4. Ito, copy lang. Tapos, tong 29 over 4, transpose natin to the left side. So magiging negative 29 over 4 siya is equals to 0. Kasi pag sinabi natin general form, dapat equals to 0 siya. So ganun. So as you can see, ito magiging katulad na ng ganito. So copy natin to, x squared plus y squared negative 3x negative 6y. Tapos ito, 9 minus 29. By the way, the same yung denominator, pwede mo i-diretso pag subtract yung numerator. 9 minus 29, that is negative 20. So negative 20 divide 4. Ano yung negative 20 divide 4? Yes, very good. So negative 20 divide 4, that is negative 5 is equals to 0. Tama ba? Tama or tama? Ay, may nakalimutan tayo guys. Meron pa pala ditong 9. So I forgot. Lagyan natin dito ng positive 9. Ito ha. 9 over 4. Ito yon. Tapos itong 29 over 4. Transpose ko nag-negative 29 over 4. Tapos ito pa, meron pa pala tayong 9. So kaya nilagyan ko ng 9 dito. By the way, 9 over 4 minus 29 over 4 naging negative 5 siya. Tapos, meron pa tayong additional na positive 9. So negative 5 plus 9, that is positive 4. So final answer natin would be x squared plus y squared negative 3x negative 6y positive 4 is equals to 0. Ano yung tawag natin dito? That is now the general form. Again, yung standard natin, ito, yung forma ng standard natin. Tapos, yung general naman natin is ito. Nakuha. Don't forget yung mga forma niya. Summary tayo. Ito yung forma ng standard. So, meron tayong x minus h raised to 2 plus y minus k raised to 2 is equals to r squared. Yan yung standard. Standard form. Huwag niyo itong kakalimutan itong dalawang to. Standard form, general form. Thank you.